is where my parents were married. On the main street of Clinchco. All right, so we're in the town of Clinchco, and I am at Dennis Reedy's old home place, and right now you're in the dark. So Dennis, could you please introduce yourself?
Well, yes, as she says, I'm Dennis Reedy. Lived here for 40 years to the day. Moved down to Hayside on my 40th birthday. Got married on that same day, but spent a long time here.
Okay, and who were your parents?
My dad and mother was Edward and Edith Reedy. Mom was a Sproles from Daint. And they came here and bought this old house in 1953. Said it was a total wreck, and they had it worked on, you know, and spent quite a bit. Well, actually, as these old camp houses, they worked on it as long as they lived. You know, it was all time something going on. But
so this house, was it built by Clinchfield?
Oh yes, this is one of the old company houses. This one was probably built around 1917, 18. So
Okay.
So it's well over 100 years old.
Wow. So what? Were you born in Clinchco?
No, I was actually born at Wise, Virginia, in Wise County, in the hospital. But like I say, lived here my entire life up until I was 40 years old.
Wow.
Never did go away for anything.
All right. So you are the town historian, I would say,
Well,
or
self-acclaimed.
but you
Self-proclaimed.
All right. So can you tell me why Clinchco's been so important to you, and what are some of the things you've done in order to keep the history alive?
Well, I always have loved history as far back as I can remember. Nothing would tickle or thrill me any better than to sit down with some old person like my mother's parents, for instance, at Daint, and just get them started talking about their life, and you know, just wherever it led. So you know, I was around older people a lot more than I was the young during my growing up years.
So what was Clinchco like when you were growing up?
Well,
I'm going to just, while you talk, I'm going to...
Oh yes, go ahead and pan around. Well, and I don't think I'm imagining or embellishing or whatever the word might be. You know, sometimes you sort of tend to make things look better than what they were, but as I remember, it was a good place to live, and I always tell people there were a lot of good old people here at that time. And this literally was truth, and especially a lot of widow women, believe it or not. My mother, we used to sit on the porch and go from house to house, you know, and it would just be one here and one there. And
yes, because coal miners had passed away.
Oh yes, their husbands were gone, and they were still here. But now a few of the older men were still here too, and I can remember watching them come out of the hollers up here, walk down by the house, going to church on Sunday, see them going back, you know.
So how many people lived here then? Do you know?
Well, at one time, there was as many as 3,500. Now that was probably in the 30s, 40s era. A lot of these small 5-room houses, believe it or not, actually had 2 families in them. And it depended on how many kids you had as to who got to 3 rooms and who got to 2.
Right.
So, yeah, it was unreal that the people was here. As many as 1,500 men on the payroll, and by far the largest part of them were what they called hand loaders. That was back in the day when the coal was actually placed in the cars by a shovel, and they were paid by the ton. And
wow, we're getting deep now.
and that's the way it was.